and Sean Williams. And for LA, Dwight Howard, Jordan Crawford, Elijah Stewart.
We talked about this before the game. The consolidation of talent, I think, is what's going to really make this season a special one. Only 8 teams this year.
Here's the matchup. Dwight Howard inside Reggie Evans.
Bigger opponents. We've seen it in the Big 3 and, of course, throughout his, tenure in the NBA.
Reggie Evans has been the biggest bully in the Big 3. And now he has to deal with Dwight Howard. And right away, a little bit of nudging. But nice shot right there by Jordan.
Win that battle with Reggie. But what you can win is the battle of getting Reggie off balance when he's trying to use that brute force against him.
Beasley dribbles off his foot. That's a turnover. Right inside, Dwight Howard. Foul.
It's interesting, too, that, over the years of this league, to be able to get when it's going to attract other names that attract people to come out and watch sponsorships and TV. And for Dwight to jump on board, I think it says a lot.
But the basketball was unbelievable last year, and you're just adding more talent to the mix. Dwight Howard right there tips it back. Crawford, in and out. Rebound Beasley. Over to Chalmers. Reggie Evans, good passer from the post. Comes out, sets that screen. Chalmers is going to get 2 out of it. Interesting, right? I mean, he's a prolific scorer. Now, I get it. His first time playing, but that's an interesting move.
But if you got a point guard like Chalmers, you want a playmaker. If you have Stevenson starts and Reggie Evans comes off the bench.
Sure, that's a good point.
It just depends on who they're playing. And I think it's very important that at the beginning of the game, Evans is on the court guarding Dwight. Jordan Crawford already talking.
All right, Beasley, always looking for that first one. He can get going. There's Chalmers up top, running that pick and roll. Back to Evans, pump fake, inside physical. A lot of fouls early on here. You want to stack up fouls because the penalty, when you're in the bonus, you get the free throw, but you might get the ball back.
That's right.
Beasley rises up from the corner 3, sticks it. Like I said, it only takes 1.
Here's the interesting thing, but maybe this is your first time. With 3-on-3, it's about court spacing, shooting jump shot.
No question.
You shoot jump shots, you got space. It's going to be tough to guard the full real estate of this court.
That big court, and once a guy has it going, it's really hard to turn the water off because you can't double. There's so much space out there. You can get any shot that you want. There's Beasley inside with that spin move, so good at that.
And that's Beasley operating in the middle of the court. And just like
prolific one-on-one player, Beasley. Good defense by Chalmers. Back to Crawford. Rises up from deep. He's in the zone, and he knows it.
Continuity. But I'm telling you, it's something different about this year, the attitude and mentality of the players of coming in shape, coming together ready to play, because they're making shots early.
Yeah, these guys have been training together. They're all living, they're getting into the same cities and practicing. Dwight Howard with the offensive rebound, good put back.
And that was the purpose, too, of now associating a specific city, that continuity ahead of time before the season starts.
Chalmers, high pick and roll, goes up, and that's going to be fouled. They're going to have to take
like a Chris Johnson that plays in his lane that can pick and pop. How do you guard it? Do I go under? Do I go over the top? You can't trap it, especially if that point guard can shoot it off the bounce as well.
So that's one shot. Ooh, Howard way above the rim for the rebound. Stewart for 3, no good. And they got Reggie Evans on the pull down. That's the one that was right. Gobert had a great game, but Howard would have been an issue. He's moving really well. Should mention Lance Stevens.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see a lot of this. Uh-oh, they're going to foul. You know that was happening.
Yeah.
Beasley came and sprinted over from the corner to get in there for that one.
It's as if to play out of that.
And especially in the second half down the stretch of the game where the game is within 1 or 2 possessions.
Sure.
And now the team gets into the penalty. So you get to the free throw line. then you retain possession.
For sure. Big deal, right?
Lance was drafted to Miami with the #1 overall pick. And I later spoke with Beasley about that, and he said, listen, the reason why I requested a trade, he said, yes, it was Lance were competitive, but he said he wanted to run it back with the same team he had last season. They came up short of the championship. He said, so that was the reason. He said, but that's all behind him. He thinks Lance has what it takes to help them win. Lastly, guys, in this last timeout huddle, Michael Beasley and Reggie Evans were imploring the referees to keep an eye out on Dwight Howard. They feel like he's throwing elbows and taking cheap shots, so they want the refs to get the game under control.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Lance Stevenson right away hits the three, plays that air guitar that we all love. Beasley out to Stevenson. Drifting on the fade. Oh, yeah!
See, this is bookends, right? Lance Stevenson on one side, Michael Beasley on the other. How do you provide the help to try to stop either one of them?
Stevenson applying pressure defensively. So plenty of space to work. That high screen. Perry Jones on him. Beasley rises up. Man, prolific scores.
Remember we were talking about scores in the league that know how to get to their spot, that identify where to get to. And you'll see a lot of that with Michael Beasley, whether that's mid-post, high post, foul right there, contesting the shot.
If he turns and counters and drifts, he's pretty money from that spot right there. And in the Big 3 with all the space, guys can't get to their spots out there.
8 years of the draft process. Of who do you draft and how do you build out your roster? And we'll talk about that in depth a little bit more. Because at the beginning,
know a lot of the people. Now, like with YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff, like, you know these guys. You could do film work on these guys. They have guys that do film work on people. Beasley from the corner. That's an air ball. Don't have to clear it. Elijah Stewart with the easy one. Good play by Finals preview. Week 1.
Now, it could be. Now, keep in mind, too, less margin of error with less teams means less games. So you can't get behind, you know, the 8 ball early by dropping games at the beginning of the season. Hard to make that up. Only 4 teams are going to make the playoffs.
A lot of contact. And 1.
That's not the case right now.
No, it's cool as can be. Rachel, what do you got?
Scow, so before the game, we were sitting here chatting, and Dwight came over to talk to us. What was the first thing that you told him about the Big 3?
It's going to be physical. It's going to be trash talking.
The trash talk.
No doubt. I told them. I'm sure those other guys have told him as well, but...
He acted like he was surprised. Like, oh, really? Is it? We've seen...
Physicality in the league, but for the product itself, you want the game to be a little cleaner, so it operates with a flow.
Oh, nice move, Crawford. Chalmers rebounds and clears it. Stevenson looking to get into his bag, goes over to Beasley, gives him a stare down, and he gets fouled. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure I'm doing that. LA's gonna bring the fire.
That's early too.
I bring the fire.
If you get the new rule this year with being able to challenge and bring the fire on a common foul in the bonus.
Here's Beasley staring him down, taking his time. He's got 10 seconds. Oh, he lost the ball, but he got it back. Good defense.
Now, Wesley Johnson, known to be a defensive player when he was in the league.
Big time defensive.
To ask of anyone.
Here's Crawford. Got off to a great start. Taking the ball inside. Jones. Oh, an elbow to the face.
Yeah.
It's an offensive foul. Hard elbow.
Yeah, Perry Jones. Halftime begins when the first team crosses that threshold of 25 points.
These are big free throws. These are winning free throws.
Yeah.
As you can see, Miami don't want to waste any.
But also, too, smartly, if you're getting a penalty right now, I'm driving the ball. I'm trying to pick up another foul to be able to get myself to the free throw line and not bail them out unless you get a good shot.
Chalmers keeps that thing alive. Inside to Beasley. Got the work. Elevates. It's off. Perry Jones clears it. Crawford, corner. Crosses over, spins back, goes up. It's going to be a blocking foul.
Come on, man. That time now. Bring the fire. Has been returned on the other side. Look at Jordan Crawford. He's going to start behind the three-point line. George trying to inch in a little bit more. I have to go with Crawford right here.
Oh, yeah, a lot of contact. Oh, yeah, they called the foul. It was a foul. It was a foul.
You know what I would get it to have? We haven't seen one yet.
All right, Crawford up top. Barry Jones corner. Good crash. Crawford got it back. Working that baseline. Oh, he's so tough down there. So tough. And that'll send us to the half. Oh, man, the trash talking's been legit. That might have been a punch right there. One thing, that might have been, that was a punch.
We don't need this right now. Not at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about Ice Cube, and he's really been, like, he loves the trash talking. He doesn't mind John. He doesn't like people throwing punches.
No.
He's been, from day one, I've been here since day one. He doesn't want anybody.
Evans that kind of started the physical play early, kind of set the tone. I think that boiled up into what we saw.
Oh, Dwight Howard on Beasley to start the second half.
That's good defense by Howard.
And really good job by Johnson, keeping that ball alive and out of
college at the power forward position, but also in the league. To either carve it out, and speaking of which, Wesley Johnson can knock that down all day. But Evans figured out, I got to be an excellent rebounder. I got to be able to guard guys that are bigger than me. That'll give me ticks on the court.
Crawford in the corner. Oh, he airballed it. Good defensive play.
BC thought he had it easy, too. Nice out of bounds play.
Very nice. Yeah, Reggie Evans sealed Dwight Howard. It's a simple cross screen.
Yeah, but you know this guy, that ball should have been defense so it goes to the corner or out top. You can't allow a pass to come in right underneath the basket.
There's Howard. Inside. Sky hook. Good job by Beasley.
You see those hands right there?
I did.
They didn't extend it so they could show me.
Crawford sticks the lefty pull up. One thing you can really tell is the level of LA is second to none.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys can really score it. Oh, made a mistake right there. Beasley behind the three. We got a foul on Dwight Howard. Man, Dwight Howard, LA, which they were a different name last year, they really shot it well. And that was a big difference. Like, they would just go on a run, and next thing you know, they'd win games because of their shooting.
Well, especially if you had two guards, like when Jordan Crawford and Stewart were on the court at the same time, like we see now. Both of those two.
No question. Both highly skilled. Here's Stewart with a little pullback.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so those two were going back and forth. Okay, as soon as you start to lean a little bit towards Elijah Stewart, Jordan Crawford.
Right, here's Beasley. Downhill, elevates, lays it up. As you can tell, you talked about the fouls. The fouls are.
Well, I mean, but it disrupts the flow of the game, too.
Crawford, yes.
Money, man. I'm telling you, those two were so last year was Jordan Crawford and, Elijah Stewart.
These guys are in mid-season form right now. 35-30. Crawford extends out, gets downhill with Stewart. Perry inside. Beasley gets it, clears it. Chalmers, just a big shot. Yes. Crawford stops. Attacking, elevates, hangs. He's going to get two.
And make shots. Crawford could kind of be the closer you needed, in those late game situations.
All right, here's Lance back into the game. Squaring it up. Inside to Reggie Evans. Kicks it out. Beasley looking to attack. Elevates. It's off. Good rebound, good pass. Stewart for three. Short. Beasley corner.
He closed out that time by Stewart. He got right into the body of Beasley.
Oh, he got him out of bounds. Very good defense by Stewart.
But that's just court awareness, too, because he understood.
Crawford will get his rest. Stewart for three. Defense is picked up. There's Lance. That's long. Evans. Ooh, he lost the ball. It's going to be a foul in L.A.
Stewart.
There's Lance. Inside, Beasley. Pump fakes. Lets it fly. Sticks it.
To his spot.
And he ties it up.
And assess the situation. Didn't need to dribble. Pull-up jump shot.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that.
You're able to turn the corner. You got your defender on that left hip. You're going right. You're able to draw some of that contact.
Johnson, he's got 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, that's a tough foul. 3 on the clock, nowhere really to go out on Miami. Here's Stewart up top. Johnson, 3. Rebound Stevenson. Attacking, spinning, elevating. Yes. And that'll send us to the third quarter break.
At this point, when you need, 13 points to 15 points to finish out the game, turnovers, committing dumb fouls can cost you.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson does right here. I'm expecting him to shoot, and that's what he does. He sticks it. That's his 10th point of the night.
Well, you said that you expect Lance to kind of be a little bit more aggressive. And speaking of which, Dwight always said he could shoot threes, but that one probably need it at that minute. That
Lance, step back. Long, didn't hit the rim, doesn't have to clear it. There's a foul. Dwight Howard will shoot 1.
Caught up into the physicality of the game instead of being able to utilize his. I think this second half, things have played it. So now he can utilize that height.
Yeah, Jordan Crawford was making an emphasis to get him the ball coming out of the timeout. Look at this matchup. Howard, Beasley. Beasley backs up. Howard reaches. That's a foul. That's going to be 3 teams.
Isolate him a lot in the pick and roll game because he could guard it, in space in the NBA.
Johnson, good defense. Howard clears it. Goes to Crawford. He'll take his time, waiting to get the ball inside to Dwight. Howard with the catch, has Stevenson on him. Takes his time, goes inside.
They all improve from the stripe.
All right, he makes it, so LA will get the ball back. And they needed this. Down by 1. Grabbing, hold. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are they fouling him on purpose? All right, Dwight Howard shoots
right there.
Yeah.
Now in late game situations, you have a post player that can get inside and not only get fouled, but like you talked about later in his career,
puts a lot of pressure. Misses that one. All right, Stevenson up top, pump fakes. Downhill, 1 leg step back. No, Johnson, rebound. Crawford, double crossover. Just lost it in half. That's the ball right now, 10 on the shot clock. Get to a spot, going left. No good. Those aren't leading to fights or anything like that. They're just like physical play where you nudge a guy.
But what do we talk about controlling your emotion?
Correct.
I don't care what league you're playing in. And now you've given up an opportunity to score the ball because it's a empty. This game is kind of mimicking what we saw down the stretch of the first half where it slowed down and now it's a foul fest.
Dwight Howard, big rebound. Hill, 2 guys at the rim. Out to Evans. Quick swing to Lance. Attacking. That's a foul.
It's a foul. Use bring the fire because if you lose it, it's gone and you may need it later on in a critical call, especially now with common fouls.
Wants to clear it himself. It's Beasley. Takes his time. Left side of the floor, wide open. Good hand. Beasley's really good in these situations, catching and going quick. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Stewart in the corner. Attacks. Physical. That's a foul. Good play by
So they make plays. So let's see how LA chooses to guard, those two individuals right now. Again,
All right, here's the ball screen. Crawford going to his right. Loves to shoot going to his left. Pulls it out. Elevates. It's short. Rebound Evans. Lance looking to get going. Attacking. On that baseline. Keeps his dribble alive. Beasley, 5 on the clock. Sees it. Downhill. Gets to a spot. That's a foul. The Big 3, they do allow. Oh, we got it. Here we go.
in that first half.
He was. People love here. Beasley. Spin. Step back. Good defense. Good strategic bring the fire right there. Going, looking inside to Howard, gets the catch, clean. Oh, physical, Reggie Evans. Reggie Evans is a wall right there. Dwight Howard will figure that out. And everyone that comes to the Big 3 the first couple weeks, they're always trying to figure that out.
But they're also trying to figure out, especially the rules of the game, how to play with teammates that you haven't. That's why the first 2 to 3 weeks are kind of like feel-out periods, especially for teams that are new together.
That is a big shot by Lance Stevenson. Strumming that air. Got into it right at the half. Right, here's the screen. Oh, Crawford rises. Oh, and he makes it. Miami will get the ball back. Good response by Miami.
Free throws, man, down the stretch of the game.
How about that? All right, here's Lance Stevenson. Another miss.
Didn't pay at all.
All right, here's Jordan Crawford, Mr. Clutch. See the screen this time. Rises up. Good rebound, Beasley. Stevenson, corner 3. Oh, man! All right, back to Lance. Inside, Beasley. Tipped away, 10 on the clock.
But I like the play that was drawn up to get Lance Stevenson the attempted layup.
Howard with the pressure. Evans downhill. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Ooh, he got hit. That's like running into a wall.
Stewart, Wesley Johnson, you have Stevenson, Crawford, even Beasley, Chalmers. We haven't seen a full-point shot.
Not yet. He took a real shot.
And if I'm Elijah Stewart, 1-2 dribbles back, Evans up, pull up on him. You can't beat him to the basket. See? With a big like that, you got to create the space, make him back up in the.
Reggie Evans is strong.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Game point. Michael Beasley rises. That's going to be short. Rebound. Stewart. Johnson for 3. Johnson gets it back in the corner.
Got numbers.
Oh, he steps out.
Top.
So Miami has game point. Looking to get it into Beasley. All right, elevates. tips back. No good, out of bounds. It's gonna be LA ball.
Middle of the court, let him go to work that time. Not able to complete the play.
All right, here's Crawford, back in the game, get downhill, elevate, oh, nothing. Chalmers, he's clearing it. Big shot, Chalmers, step back, downhill, elevates, and he squeaks one in.